Fourth round draft pick, I don't think is a bad deal for Sage Rosenfels. What I think is the problem is they may not look towards acquiring another quarterback, a better quarterback.
Man, the last time someone spoke well of Sage Rosenfels was quite literally in the draft, and that is the only thing he still has going for him. Look,
Dude, we'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
All right, let's talk about Packers. Packers are doing all right. I think Packers already made the biggest offseason move by firing their whole defensive staff. That was huge because those dudes called everything wrong down the stretch and cost us at least a 3-4 game swing in the season. The Packers were actually a pretty good team last year if they didn't have coaches upstairs with their heads way the fuck up their ass calling plays. And now that all those dudes are gone, I'm fucking fired up about it.
So you think same players, different coaching, and you're going to all of a sudden be sick?
Yeah, I think we're going to be better.
I'll tell you what you need, because you obviously have a lack of knowledge for the NFL. I will tell you, you need a D-tackle more than any position on your whole fucking team. And if you get Albert Hainsworth, I will be scared.
No.
AP will be scared.
I was going to say defensive end myself. I think Aaron Campman's sick on one side, but we got rid of KGB, and I would love to get either a sick, tight
Julius
defensive
Peppers?
end, something like that.
Not playing in the 4-3, though.
Or
wants to play in the 3-4.
Or, you know, one of those big-ass linebackers that can be a defensive pass rusher and play linebacker. That would be sick, too. However, like sort of Hugh Douglas when he was good style. However, I will say that the Packers are just a different franchise. We don't sign a lot of free agents. One of the facts of the matter is of being a Packers fan is you have to understand your team plays in Green Bay. And it's really hard to get big-name free agents to want to go hit the clubs in Green Bay after the games. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of it. The Packers...
I wonder why.
The Packers have to build through the draft, and they've turned players like fucking Nick Collins, who everyone said, oh, the Packers are reaching here. They took him with a second-round pick and everything like that. It's too early. Blah, blah, blah. Nick Collins went to the fucking Pro Bowl this year, and Nick Collins is a super pimp, and that's what the fucking Packers do. Through the draft, finding talent, finding value, and not having to drop $65 million on someone who may or may not work out.
May or may not work out. Let's look at last year's acquisitions by the Vikings. Jared Allen, Pro Bowler. Bernard Berrian, great season, opened up the whole field for us. And Madae Williams, who, when he wasn't hurt, played a valuable and amazing role for the Vikings. I mean, we're spending money, but we are making progress. And we won the NFC North, which I said we would do last year, and you laughed in my fucking face.
I did laugh.
So all I can say is, touch my purple towel! Touch my purple towel!
Yeah. No. Listen to this.
That's
right?
what I'm talking
yes,
about.
You
With
spent
the worst coach
and
the worst quarterback in the league. No coach, no quarterback, still won the NFC North. Super pimps. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. No, it's true. It's true. You spent a lot of money and you made a lot of progress, and then you turned the
near, but don't panic. You can't function if you live in fear. Pay attention. You gotta listen to hear.
Hate of the week, y'all. Hate of the week. You want to go first? You want me to take this?
Sure. I'll go first. My
You're
hate of the week. I am fired up. That whole Vikings-Packers thing really gets my blood boiling. I'm going to go with Jerry Jones. Okay? Like we said earlier in the show, you are an excellent businessman. I give you that. I think it was something like your...
Jerry Jones, your hate of the week?
I
expected you to drop it a little harder like, Jerry Jones! Fuck you!
You dropped it for me. I'm just saying, Jerry Jones will come out, give press conference here, press conference there. You are the face of the franchise. I'm so sick and fucking tired of seeing your fucking face. I mean, you are the next Raiders owner. I mean, you...
Fucking high maintenance.
Yeah,
How does the owner be the face
when
of the
you're old
franchise?
enough, you're going to be senile and a crazy motherfucker.
And bitter as shit because you spent all that
and
money and keep losing.
you bringing in T.O., Tank Johnson, Pac-Man Jones... Tony Romo. I mean, Tony Romo is a great player. He's not a leader. He's not going to lead the team. There's no chemistry there. You have Wade Phillips, who's like the biggest fan coach I've ever seen.
Human manatee.
Human manatee running around, flabbing, fat moobs, man boobs, just flopping on the sidelines. I mean, it just pisses me off. The way that you hold yourself, you carry yourself.
And you're still fucking arrogant after all your
out
failures.
of the fucking limelight. Have some class. Let your coach do the talking. I mean, we know you run the show. We know you have got the swing, the big dick in the organization. You're way too entrenched, and I just cannot stand to hear or watch anything with Jerry Jones while he says that we may or may not get rid of T.O., but you know the answer, and these stupid hints. Read between the lines, Jerry Jones. That's some bullshit. I mean, come on.
Let me pass this to you because I'm fired up for this one. First of all, I'd like to give an honorable mention to all the people that I thought of doing Hate of the Week for and didn't quite make the cut. That includes Mike Dunleavy Sr.,
God, he hates the Clippers. This guy's
the only dude who the dumbest man in the NBA and has GM and coach status. The only person in the league with GM and coach status, and he's fucking borderline retarded. Seriously, like fucking like Forrest Gump.
Like radio.
Yeah, like exactly. I had a couple of others, but let's just skip to the chase. Bud Selig, you look like you're dying. You might already be dead, as far as I can tell. And Bud Selig, every single time another one of a huge name player comes out and gets outed for steroids, and turns out you knew about it all along, and you get fucking outed for fucking trying to sweep it under the rug and say, like, you know, because fucking Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire were bringing your lead back, and you couldn't ignore the money, and you couldn't ignore the ratings, and so you fucking turned a blind eye to the whole thing, and then you bitch to the media about how you don't want the blame for it. Suck a dick! You fucking ruined baseball. It happened all on your watch. You think that would ever happen on David Stern's watch? You think that would ever happen on, like, Goodell's watch? I mean, no. There is no fucking way. You turned a blind eye to it. Your steroid testing was bullshit. You did test people for steroids. A whole bunch of big name stars came up, and you just fucking ignored it. And now you won't even take your fucking medicine for the fact that your league is drowning in a sea of fucking bullshit and cheating, and it's all your fucking fault. Own up to it. Resign. I can't believe you're still in power. What the fuck? You don't want the blame? Are you kidding me? You are a piece of shit. You are why sports, you know, occasionally people like turn away and they're like, oh, it's all about ego, it's all about money, it's all about steroids, everybody cheats. Who gives a fuck anyways? They're not even competing. It's like one drug versus another. And the reason people say that is because of you. Don't tell me you don't want the blame. Just own up to it and resign like you should. Jesus Christ. If I ever see that headline again on ESPN.com, I'm going to fucking bleed in my fucking brain because that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So I don't want the blame. You've been ruining it for too long. All right? It is horrible. Horrible. Read between the lines, Bud Selig.
It's been a fucking blast today. We let off a lot of steam. Apologize for missing the NFL season. We missed the Super Bowl. We missed all that shit. Yeah. But we're back now. We'll be back for March Madness. It should be an exciting time. My main man, JV, getting it done here today, even though he's with the Poopy Pack. You can't blame him. He's from Wisconsin. The Z-Man and Biggie Smalls with the purple, living the dream. We love you, America. Read between the lines, and we'll see you next time.
Banging on your eardrum. Yeah.